Yo guys, what's going on? It's me Sparsh coming back to you today with another Clash Hands video, and in this video we will learn quick charge LaLoon attack, and I will give you some pro tips and massive shout out to my boy Kaka for these attacks. So yeah guys, let's get right into it. So guys, there are some basic objectives that you have to achieve with your queen walk. It is number 1, to get the opponent CC. Now obviously guys, everyone of you out there knows that how important it is to clean up the clan castle, as it won't take long for the defending troops to clean out your loons and wipe up your army. It is highly recommended to use a raise spell on your healers and your queen when it is actually dealing with the clan castle, and also try to get a poison for the troops just to make sure that your queen has no issues dealing with them. Now the second objective that you have to fulfill is to get the opponent's queen. It is also important to take down the opponent's queen guys, as the queen can lock onto your loons and take them off behind your lava hound, but obviously you will see an example where you can actually ignore the queen if the spaces and defenses is quite low, and the lava hound will actually pop, the pups will lock onto the queen, and then game over for her. But if she is in a particular position, that's when it would work. So yeah guys, it actually depends upon the base usually, but it is always recommended to take out the opponent queen. The third objective on your list should be to take down a small portion of the base guys, just to ensure that your LaLoon paths properly and takes down each and every defense, and you don't actually have to split away in the middle of the attack. And also try to get the air sweepers if possible. Obviously that actually depends upon the orientation of the base and obviously where are most of the defenses at, but it is always good if you take the sweeper away from the direction you are actually coming in from a LaLoon. Now the big question arises, how to make the funnel. It is always recommended to get a decent funnel for your queen walk so that she moves in the desired position. To make the funnel nice and tight, you can use your barbarian king if needed, and you can also add a couple of wizards with him on the one side, and on the other side you can actually use a baby dragon, which is quite helpful, just takes 10 housing space and can get you a massive value for your funnel. Alright guys, now let's get started with the replay so you guys can actually learn with the attacks. So these attacks that you would be seeing are from the event that we had recently in GE, obviously GE Team A versus GE Team B. This was an air event, so giving me an opportunity to get you some air attacks, and in this particular video we would be focusing on LaLoon. So massive shout out to Kaka for this, and obviously GE team members as well. Queen charge LaLoon, topic of this video. Kaka going in with the queen walk from the western side and would be moving towards the northern side, and as I said guys, using a barbarian king and a couple of wizards for the funnel on one side, and not using a baby dragon this time, but using a wizard, as he could have got enough value and saving 6 housing space that can actually add him another loon or some cleanup troops. There you go guys, queen is walking down, and he was actually trying to break in through over here, but unlucky, king actually moved away and giving these wizard towers a shot on the wall breakers, and obviously getting them down as well. At this point of time most of the attackers would panic, but Kaka, not losing his cool, using a raise spell on his queen, would have no issues breaking into that wall. But obviously guys, now comes down a loon to lure out the CC. Now that would be coming in, obviously guys, using a loon for the CC lure, because he don't actually want to get any ground troops, any ground targeting troops outside the clan castle, as his LaLoon won't be actually affected by that. But anyways guys, getting the job done. But however, queen is actually moving outside. Not a very big of an issue over here guys. This was the base I was talking about earlier, not able to get the queen, but as you can see all those air defenses are lined up together, so lava hounds would be walking in a straight path, but at the same time they would be popping, as well as multiple air defenses would be shooting at them, and obviously producing some lava pups that would under rage have no issues taking down that queen. Now moving his LaLoon from the southern side using his spells. One was used at the beginning of the attack, and now one is being used to push his loons further in the base using a raise spell over there. Not quite good placement over there, but he actually wanted to get some of his pups to deal the damage to the queen. And now Loon's coming in from the top side of the base as well. Troll Tesla, I guess that's what he would have been figured out before the previous attacks. So yeah guys, now the matter of the attack is just for the cleanup. Queen is still alive with the healers on, a lot of balloons left and baby pups as well, so would have no issues picking off a pretty easy 3-star here. Let's move to the second attack of the video, this time going against your bard. Again, Kaka the attacker. Every attack that you're going to see would be from Kaka. So yeah guys, now this time walking his queen from the northern side. A Troll Tesla comes up, but he would be using a wizard and a couple of minions to have a funnel set and obviously deal with that sneaky Troll Tesla as well. This time Queen Walk is going in, and you want to actually see the funnel guys over here. So another wall break fail would be coming in for him, but using that Barbarian King and a wizard over there would get him a pretty tight funnel guys, and he would be actually able to walk his queen inside of the base guys. You will have to actually see that how important it is to funnel your queen or actually direct her. Now again guys, the CC comes out. He would be using his poison spell and a ray spell for the queen. Might need to pop her ability as well. She was running low on the health points. As you can see, again the wall breakers failed to break in, but this time guys he would have no issues breaking into the walls, but might need to use a ray spell to speed some things up, as LaLoon might actually hinder up the cleanup. But anyways guys, leaving that aside, using the rage spell on perfect time this time finally to actually get his queen against the opponent queen and rage both of his stuff. By both I mean the queen and the healers. Now LaLoon coming from the eastern side of the base, having a spread pathing, still holding on to 6 loons, using all of his haste spells early on in this raid, and raging his loons up for the bottom section of the base guys, having 6 loons that would be coming in just a moment surgically guys on each of the defenses over there to ensure that his loons continue to walk according to the path he has planned. Lava Hounds taking some damage, both of them popping up, and now having some assistance in the cleanup as well. Just 2 to 3 of the air defenses targeting air targeting defenses are alive. Loons would have no issues taking them off. They were quite huge in number. Queen still alive, obviously will contribute a lot in the cleanup purposes. So there we go, another successful 3-star coming from Kaka. Alright guys, now moving towards the last attack of this video. This is good OP going against Exo this time. 18 level queen, not a very high level, but the defenses on the base were low as well, so shouldn't be a big of an issue dealing with that. Now using his king to make some funnel and a couple of wizards for him as well, just to ensure that the funnel is pretty crisp, nice and tight. Now Tesla farm would be popping up as well. The king would actually contribute a bit more by not just creating the funnel but destroying half of that Tesla farm as well. Now queen is actually shooting behind the king, so having a bit of an guard. Now it goes down, healers doing their job perfectly. And yeah guys, I guess his plan would be to walk his queen towards the left hand side of the base and would be breaking in. And finally guys, this would be the replay in which Kaka is not actually getting a fail. There you can see a minion goes down just to lure out the clan castle, and they would be coming towards the queen, dropping the poison spell as well. She is already raged up and healers are raged up as well. Wall breaking through, pretty nice wall break over there. Must need to use a rage spell over there as well. That's what he does, and his queen is now walking perfectly, having no issues at all. Loon is coming towards the queen, but she would have no issues dealing with it as well. Now look at this guys, the compartment he has actually opened gives him an access to the air defense, gives him access to the opponent queen as well, and getting in some more wall breakers gives him access to another compartment and obviously most of the base guys. Now you can actually focus on this particular area near the town hall. The pathing for his LaLo is quite simple, guys. They would have to move in a straight path, nothing much to worry about over there, using his lava hound and loons. And speeding them up, obviously using a haste spell. Loons are actually spreading up towards the top right hand side of the base as well, using the raid spell. Still actually holding on to a haste spell and couple of loons, and you can see over there on the top of the screen a visit tower was there, dropping 2 of the loons over there just to ensure that his loons move to a proper path and don't really have to skip their path. Having enough number of loons alive would have no issues dealing with those final defenses and picking off a pretty decent 3-star. Sorry for that interruption, but anyways guys, we have the basics all learned and I have given you some pro tips as well. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you learned something and I'll see you next time. Peace out.